And I am Ruthie Rocks. Here we are today. And are you ready for what's going to happen in 2024? Well, things are going to move, and hopefully, you are front loaded this time. And what I mean by that is the market. Um, we have 80 days of inventory, which is good, but that's because we only were selling an average of 60 homes so far this year per day. Based on that. Now, last year, same period of time, we were doing 50 sales per day. So we weren't doing as well. And guess what? This year to date, we are 68 sales ahead of 2023. That's headed in the right direction. Um, and just so you know, we have $77 million plus homes, 9 million plus homes sold so far this year, and that's three a day. Now we were at three and a half a day as it ended up in 2023. Look at 2022 though, we were 4.2. Now, why do you think that was? And look at 2021, 4.5. Well, do you remember when the interest rates started to move down? That was 2020 and 2021. And that's why the market moved the way it did, because of the interest rates. And we're going to, in a minute, look at that and see. We've got some Tom Ferry recently did a show, and he talked about how he believes that the rates are going to go down. And he believes that from the economists that he surveys. And then you have another gentleman I listened to in the morning. He's afraid that we're not going to go down as much as everybody else thinks. But you know what? We don't have a crystal ball, so nobody really knows. However, what we want to do, what we want to make sure is that we are ready for it when it happens. When the market went crazy in 2020 and 2021, we weren't ready. We weren't ready. But now you have like 2-3 months to get yourself together, to making the phone calls, to setting your goals. And let's do quarterly goals. Now let's because I think this year is going to be a matter of quarters. I think we have Jerome Powell coming on. Is it Wednesday? I think he's going to do another one of his forecasts. His state of the economy speech that he does. And quite frankly, I think that we're going to have another decrease in the interest rates, if not this month, in the next month or two, just because of the way the economy is headed. So you have to. That's a whole nother. That's almost 20-30 minutes a day that I listen to in the mornings to keep up on what's going on with the 10-year Treasury bills and how everything affects what that particular indicator, because that's the indicator they use to determine how healthy the economy is. And of course, we know that they use, they survey homeowners and they say, okay, what do you think your home would rent for? And they use that guesstimate of homeowners to determine how healthy the real estate market is. And if you listen to any of the people that know how they calculate, the interest rate and what they're going to do with it, they use that, and it's not right, but they do. Anyway, let's talk about Las Vegas. Las Vegas is such an island. Last year we were selling in 2023 we were selling 80. We ended up 85 sales per day. Now, granted, 2022, which was the end of the crazy market, we were at 98. And 2022 we were doing 101. In 2021, when those rates were just starting to go down and the median price hadn't gone up yet, if you see that, it was 386,000 median price, and we were doing 139 sales a day. Unbelievable. However, things will adjust. Not to worry about it. So, in your front loading for 2024, social media is critical. And if you're not doing video, you haven't been listening to me. You might have heard me, but you're not listening. So You've got to get out there and you've got to do video. And I am taking another class. You know, Pinky knows Naples, one of my dear friends for a long time. I'm a part of her 6-week class. And I got off of Instagram when I got hacked. I did. I got hacked, and I had over 10,000 organic followers, and I got hacked, and I never got back on because I got back into YouTube. And like I always tell everybody, you can't spread yourself too thin. And you can have somebody help you, like Erin Mills, shout out to her. I know that she's always out there getting help and then listening to what the people who are helping her tell her to do. So kudos to you, Erin Mills, and we'll have you on our show in the next several weeks. Anyway, she's out there putting herself out there on Instagram, doing reels on Facebook. And now she's, I think, now I saw that she was doing her YouTube channel, but we'll see. I know it takes a lot. It takes a lot. And then, of course, Pinky's giving me a lot of pointers that I'm going to be incorporating in my social media class for 3 CE credits, which will be ready hopefully before the end of the quarter. So I'm using Pinky, this is totally Instagram, what she's teaching. And then, of course, I've done the Mari Smith is more toward Facebook. And we're going to talk a little bit about some of the things that Mari came up with in December when I was kind of missing in action for most of the time. But I do want to run some things by you that I learned from her. So let me put this down here. And hello. Okay. Here's 7 creative elements to make your Facebook and your Instagram pop. Okay. We want to do that. Your reels. Reels are the most popular content across both Facebook and Instagram. So make sure that you're tapping into the power of short form video with these creative elements. Now, when I say short form, I'm telling you, we have been, struggling for how many years to do long form videos and hold people's attention. Now it's more what they've let people, it's that feed. They fly through that feed. And if you don't capture their attention, and if you're not short and sweet and to the point, man, they're going to just slide right by you. So it's important that you pop, and you have to have awesome audio. Always make sure to add music and or voiceover, or even, some funky sounds in sync with your video. Did you know 80% of reels are viewed with the sound on? And I know everybody says, oh, you got to put the text there because people aren't listening. People aren't listening, but that's not necessarily true. The survey says 80% of the reels are viewed with the sound on. Number 2, real humans. Use people in your reels, such as you, right? Or you can use your customers, or you can use some creators, employees, partners, whatever. But use human beings in your reels. Number 3, go for lo-fi. Your reels don't have to be TV studio quality. It's okay to have imperfections. Try outsourcing, crowdsourcing with UGC too. It's okay. You have to be there in the moment, and you have to not worry about the quality. Now, I will tell you what I have learned from Pinky and Gary Vee. Actually, I learned this from Gary Vee. This phone camera, and I know Google phone has a great camera too. And I'm not an Android person, so I'm not going to speak to what I don't know. But I know this Gary Vee says the iPhone camera is as good as you can get anywhere. You just have to learn how to use it. You have to learn, and I took a few little courses. Anyway, you should really, really, really use that phone. Get a little tripod, get a selfie stick, but learn how to use that phone. They make terrific videos. So it doesn't have to be TV studio quality. Now, filters are fun. Test adding your fave filter, your green screen or your effects. Now, green screen, I'm a computer person. I don't necessarily use the green screen yet, but it's on my list for this first quarter to start getting back into doing some of that. And that's because I'm taking Pinky's class on Instagram. And yes, I'm going to start doing it. I did it, I guess it was in October when I was in, where was I? My gosh, I was in Colorado. I traveled it a little bit last year, which is unlike for me. But anyway, I was in Colorado with Jason Pantena, and he had a great 3-day class, and he made us do green screens, and he gave us what was going to be behind us in the green screen, which I'm going to teach that as well in my social media class, because it's a little secret sauce for you all. Number 5, let's go to number 5, hooks. Oh my gosh, hooks. You got to use the first 2 seconds to capture attention, and it's using maybe using children, or using animals, or saying something witty, or asking a question, and get people's attention. It used to be that you didn't want to ask negative questions. Now that's back. We want to ask negative questions, like, why aren't you doing this? Or say a negative comment. It tends to get people's attention. So that's what you want to do. And then let's talk about text and labels and highlights, and amplifying your story using text sticker overlays. And for goodness sakes, always use location. Always use location. Tell people where you are. And I was looking at one of the reels that Pinky did in, wasn't in Naples, somewhere in Florida. Anyway, she was on a beach somewhere showing a condo. Maybe it was Marco Island. I don't remember, but it doesn't matter. So when there's a map, you can look at the map and tell where reels are happening. And if you don't have that location there, now I'm sure they can figure that out, but the location helps tell everybody if they're looking for Naples, Florida, let's say, and you've got Naples, Florida in your location, you're going to show up. And that's what you want to do. So always use your location. In Las Vegas, my gosh, what a wonderful place we live in. And then let's see, we talked about the human presence, and then the edits. Yeah. Use fun transitions or speeded up edits. Now I did do a little, what was it? I had a listing, a beautiful listing. I don't take listings very often. It was a friend referral. So I listed this $1 million home, multi-million-dollar home actually. And so it was me and Linda Eden, and we tested doing the hyper video of going through the house. And so that, you don't bore people like, this is the bedroom. No, you're going through the house, and it was really fun. And it turned out to grab some attention. And so that's one of the edits that you can do. And speeded up edits. I mean, like, you can talk, and then all of a sudden you can speed up and show people something. And like, you should always video your listings, always. And maybe they're not like gorgeous. Maybe they're not like, that quality, that HDTV quality that the people want to see. But I'm sure there's something interesting about that listing. And you can kind of go through the rooms fast, because maybe it's not like something that's going to grab people's attention, but the speed might. And then maybe the price is right. Maybe it's in a great school district. Maybe it's a single story, but a little dated. But anyway, use things to grab people's attention. You don't just need to do the slow or the regular speed video, right? Oh yeah, and done is better than none. And Katie Lance always says, let's see, I got it here. I have it right here because I tend to sometimes have this problem. Done is better than perfect. Thank you, Katie. Yes, done is better than perfect. You've seen me many times on this show when things are going wrong, or I forgot something, or I have to go get something. It's okay. It's all right. People, if they're interested in what you're saying, then they will look past that. So done is better than perfect. Okay, now let's go on to another tip, or another thing here that Mari Smith was talking about. So this is Imagine Meta AI, artificial intelligence. So here's a cute toddler girl with blonde hair holding a big gray Bengal cat sitting on her lap. The girl is sitting on a swing in a sunny backyard. Click generate. Well, Meta AI is now available as a standalone tool at imagine.meta.com for people in the US initially. And it's going to roll out more widely as soon as possible, according to Facebook. But anyway, the tool was previously only available in chats on a limited basis. However, Mari Smith just gave it a go, and she said she was very impressed. Now, it takes a lot to impress Mari Smith. You know, she is the Facebook queen. And a fairly simple prompt and likeness and detail is spot on. And it immediately creates 4 options. 2 thumbs up for me. 2 thumbs up for me, right? This is a depiction of my inner child with my adorable cat, Theo. Okay, so, quote, imagine with Meta AI. It's for creative hobbyists, says Meta. The company recently announced 20 plus new ways generative AI can improve your experiences across Facebook, Instagram, Messenger, and WhatsApp, spanning search, social discovery, ads, business messaging, and more. So all across Facebook, you're going to be able to do this. So this is Mari's prediction. She says soon Meta will bake generative AI into Meta Business Suite. This will offer businesses the ability to create unique text, image, and video content, then schedule, publish, and track performance, all without having to use another third party. It's an AI app. It's a Facebook AI app. So you don't have to use third-party ones. They're going to use it right, embed it right in within your tool section for your business suite. I think that's amazing. And speaking of AI, so I'm going to go rather quickly here, and then you all can try some of these things on your own. So now, groups. Hopefully, if you live in Green Valley, you have a Green Valley group. And it can be small at first, but you know what? It takes time. It takes time to build a group. It really does. And it takes consistency, and it takes all those things we were just talking about, those tips. You have to create that group and be able to give interesting information. And I have to tell you all, I think this is the time of the year for you all to start a Facebook group in the neighborhood or the farm that you have, just because there's going to be things to talk about. The interest rates. It's an election year. Let me say one thing about an election year. You know, Nike never talks about politics. And when the chief of marketing, who he is, they asked him one time, well, you never put politics into your marketing. And he says, well, all I know is Democrats need shoes and so do Republicans. So why would I do that to myself? And that's the way you need to think. People need homes. Who cares if they're what they are? And I think hopefully we get more empathy and more kindness toward people who have different views that we do. I've seen families torn apart. It's terrible. That's another subject. Let's talk about groups for just a second. Get a group. Like if you're in Green Valley, get a Green Valley group. Now, there may be somebody else with a Green Valley group, but it's not you. And they're not saying the same thing you're saying. You have to attract your tribe, remember? So Meta is about to roll out artificial intelligence in the groups, okay? So first of all, get over it and get yourself a group. You're going to see this notification at the top of many groups under the admin section soon. Meta AI will comment on questions that haven't gotten an answer after 1 hour. Wow, that could be really useful in an active group. Meta AI's answers will summarize earlier group discussions and share past posts from the group. You can delete any of it. If you don't like it, you can delete Meta's AI comments. You can turn off the feature anytime, and you can customize it for your group. Amazing. This is amazing. This will be the future of group moderation. Yes, I think so. How accurate will it be? We don't know. Will it be attention grabbing? Probably. So for sure, we want to continue including that human touch for real people to people interaction, not to mention the oversight of the AI to make sure it's on track. So you have to really monitor it. But I'm sure it's going to be interesting for people to watch. I think they're doing it because they want people to to comment and get more engagement. I think that's really the bottom line about all of that. So, having said that, I am done for today. I will be back. Now, I think that Jimmy might be on my show tomorrow. I'm going to have a show tomorrow only because Jimmy's available. And we always love to have Jimmy on our show. So, tomorrow we'll have Jimmy on the show. Please give me a question or something if you want to ask me about any of these tools I've talked about, or anything that you want to know about. I'd love to have more engagement instead of just always giving out information. I'd like to get some feedback too. I love you. Give me some comments, give me some likes, and I will hopefully see you tomorrow. Have a wonderful day. New year, new you. Don't forget that's our motto. All right. Say goodnight, Gracie. Well, they took it anyways. I love this platform, but I'm sure somewhere it's going to end. There it is. There it is. I found it. Bye-bye.